Show this is and host I am. You're listening to the Main Street Comics Podcast. Today's episode, we're going to be talking about the Yu-Gi ban list and a couple other things. But first, roll the intro.
As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life and realize...
You are listening to the Main Street Comics Podcast. I'm your host, Nick Gonzalez.
All right. A lot to talk about. Or maybe I don't have a lot to talk about, and I just want to make it seem like I have a lot to talk about. But, Yu-Gi ban list will be coming up.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Finally back for Ivan? Are you finally coming back?
Hell no.
Or are you sticking to Pokemon?
Maybe gadgets. Somewhere. Sometime down the road.
Gadgets look good.
So, just to fix the tournament dates, I was told that we said February 1st. That is an error.
What?
It's March 1st will be the Magic tournament.
Finally.
Hey.
We finally get some Magic support.
And then,
And more people are coming in with Magic stuff too.
Yeah.
Which is kind of fun.
Pretty legit.
and then Yu-Gi-Oh! New format tournament the day after on March 2nd. So, you guys got a day. That's all I'm giving you. It's one day because I'm a courteous person. Yeah. So, get your shit together and make your deck. Benny, why don't you
What?
go around the line?
I am back, Benny, for sure, because I was not in the beginning of the first half of the last episode.
And he has a picture.
Hopefully, Ivan won't have something to bitch about.
Nope. Zero complaints here.
Johnny's cold coffee.
His voice is better now.
I'm complaining because there's no plasma in stock. But, that's okay. I'll just have to wait for that.
Yeah.
And I'm excited for Magic finally coming to Santa Paula.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and
My DCI card is waiting to get points.
shout out to Brandon Hitt for making content. He wants to be on the show. If you want to be on the show, man,
Come on in.
yeah, just give us a call. I mean, you're the one that needs to make the effort here. Because everyone's here in town. You're outside, so just let us know. We could even do it in the nighttime, meet to your needs, if we feel like it. If not, we probably don't like you that much. So,
If you listen to this, he doesn't mean it.
shout out to Vegeta for making an appearance in Russia.
In Russia?
Finally.
I knew you were real and I knew you were coming. I'm just waiting for the world to
That black kid on YouTube told me Super Saiyans were real, and I never doubted him once.
Sure.
And if you have any suggestions, write us in. Facebook.
Even leave a comment.
No Twitter, because who
We
does
don't
that?
have to.
Someone tweets.
I guess.
Birdface does over here.
Who? Wow. Harvey Birdman. Shout out to Harvey Birdman. Did you get that thing I sent you? And Friday shipment, we're getting the new Magic decks in that we've been talking about.
Awesome.
And along with trying to get those trainer boxes for Plasma Storm.
Thank you.
New Plasma stock in. And, yeah. You're doing a deck demo here for, what kind of deck is this, John?
Horrible deck.
Let's just get a rundown of it.
A horrible little Darkrai little thing with hypno toxic lasers that I loved as soon as I saw them. Manhandling them with Sableye.
Man,
Maybe we should have like a duel going on for the podcast and have something for the YouTube listeners to watch while they listen.
Someone mentioned that. Was it you that mentioned that? We should have a duel going. If you think a duel should happen during the podcast, give us a shout out. I mean, it's only going to be for those people who know like what's going on without,
having
Commentary.
yeah, without being told. You're not going to hear a fact or draw or.
You're just going to see little hand gestures.
Yeah, it's just
That cool.
yeah. Benny and his hand gestures.
Go.
Like I thought Master Hand was bad.
That's where I got it all from.
It's crazy, Hank.
Yeah, he just
Other guy.
played so much Super Mario Smash.
Yeah, I got addicted for a
Or
while.
if you want to see Nick, go through the Mortal Kombat 4
Oh, that would be awesome! I want to do that. If you want to see several attempts of me trying to beat what is known to be the hardest game in this fucking store, Mortal Kombat 4.
I don't know. That Mario arcade game was
But that's not
pretty
even
dope.
in the store. That's all.
Yeah, it's not in the store now, so watch
Yeah,
yourself.
but Mario.
Or me trying to do that, or shoot 20 deer in a row with a musket.
Yes.
That would.
We'll do we'll do that one without your permission, YouTube. We don't even care what you say at this point.
Or maybe the dinosaurs.
Ooh.
Maybe.
Oh, my iPad dinosaur game.
That was-
We mentioned that in the last episode. The game name is Carnivore Pro HD, whatever. I don't know. I have it for iPad. I can't say how the game would be on iPhone because I don't really
I doubt it.
play anything on my iPhone anymore. My iPhone is basically just a phone now, and I'm happy.
Well, that's
I'm
good.
happy that it's a phone.
Well, recently my phone just turned into more of a gaming device.
Oh, yeah.
I just started downloading left and right.
Do you have Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on it?
No, I need to.
It's good, dude. It like works out really good. They made a format to where it's like there's a super button, so you just hit the super button and a direction, and you don't have to do like everything.
Every single little.
Yeah,
thing
to
for
do
the
like
console.
Ken's, you just like direction and super,
Oh, see, that's legit.
and then or not even direction. Sometimes you can just do the super, and it'll do it by itself, and it's cool
Well, that's
because
good
you're
for
on
an
your
iPhone.
phone, so
Yeah.
you could still enjoy the game without like being all pissed off.
Yeah.
Because when they break it down for the hardcore fans and they make you do everything else, it's like to rookies or
That's
even to
true.
people who just want to casual play. You can't
And
really.
noobs too. I mean, who just
Yeah,
want-
well, that's why I said rookies.
Oh, sorry.
So as far as the dueling on the YouTube, well, I shouldn't say dueling. I should say matches. 'Cause it could be Magic. It could be
Magic,
Pokemon.
could be
You can
Pokemon.
change every podcast.
Who knows?
We
Yeah.
could change it.
I found my camera, so maybe we can do a little commercial. spot.
Or back to suggestions. People can suggest.
Like what they want to see against what?
Yeah,
What's
you
the
guys
best-
really need to comment.
what's
It
the
takes
best-
like 2 seconds.
What's the
Don't be-
best tech against certain decks?
Right.
That's true.
It's like Fire Fist. Like, what's everybody teching against Fire Fist?
Do you guys want to see Kyle eat an orphan?
Yeah. In real, yeah.
Just let us know.
That was pretty good.
Um,
We'll bring in the orphan.
so Comic Book Man. You see the episode?
Yep. I just like the UFC fight at the
That was I don't watch UFC. I
end.
don't know. Boxing's a man's sport,
Boxing's a man's
even though it's paid off.
yeah, even though it's paid off.
That's about true. It's true.
Have you seen that WWE guy where he his thing is no.
No.
That's like his
What?
That's his catchphrase. We're at Hot Topic and he had a shirt that just said no, and it turns out it's that guy.
My
We're
son does
watching
that. He goes no.
No.
That's a baby. That's
and he strokes his beard.
He
No,
strokes
no,
his
no,
beard. No.
Yeah, so Comic Book Man. I think I may have seen that Green Arrow, Green Lantern book, like in a collection for like $2 when I was a kid,
Wow.
and I didn't know
Wow.
it had any significance, and it's like $400.
And now you want to go back as a kid and pick it up, huh?
Yeah, I really
For
do.
$2.
Can you guys stop playing Pokemon for a second?
I'm not playing.
You guys are playing yourselves.
Yes.
We're just trying to see how it draws.
That looks amazing, does it not?
Not
It
really.
does look amazing. Can you guys see?
Can you see? Can you see it? Look harder, maybe you'll be able to see it.
So,
Comic Book Man was okay.
who would win in a fight? Silent Bob?
I think Silent Bob would really kick his ass because he's just a big dude. Just one punch, I think he would be out.
One Falcon Punch.
One Falcon punch. Falcon punch. That's what we need to start doing too. Man.
Who would you say the Jay and Silent Bob of our store would be? Kyle and Chris?
Kyle and Chris
Think so.
or Renee?
I just think like Kyle and Chris stick together a little.
Oh no
more.
no no! What's that one? What's the one dude?
Which one?
The one that was playing with Renee. What's his name?
George?
I think George.
George, yeah, you could.
George and Kyle.
Otaku.
Oh, snap.
George and Kyle. Yeah.
That would be the Silent Bob version.
So the Yugi ban list.
Sang and gone, supposedly.
Who called it? Who called it?
Who called singing?
Nikki.
Thank you.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
no, it was Giles. Giles.
Giles. He said singing to that.
I told you guys.
And Thunder King's down to 2.
I told you it hurt everything. I didn't catch the Thunder King, which it's so obvious that it should be cut
So
down
the
to
shark was
2.
cut down?
No, magician.
Magician to one.
Magician to one.
Slow deck is dead.
So everyone's
Carrier ban?
Carrier's ban. Carrier's
everyone's
ban.
running honeybee now.
I'm gonna make a wind up dogs and wind up nights.
Wow. So it's all gonna be wind up. Everybody's gonna come in here with the cheap wind up deck now.
I
Wind
guess
ups
so.
are, I think the wind ups are done.
Fire Fist and Mermail.
Fire Fist Mermail is gonna be like the top. It's gonna be the top decks, but I don't think it'll still win. I think this is like the gadget.
I don't know. I like my Chaos Dragons.
I don't know, man. The gadget. This looks like a gadget format. Because Tsukuyomi's at 2. Tsukuyomi. Well, Tsukuyomi and Fire Fist I think would probably be good because you could get over a lot of shit. And you just could Tsukuyomi them and then freaking just run them over with all your other beasts.
Tsukiyomi was at 1?
Yeah, it was 1. Now it's at 2.
No, it's at 2.
You should have seen it coming anyways with the freaking
And I sold mine on eBay.
packs, right? With the astral packs, right?
Yeah, I know, right?
So that's what we
how
should
I
have
hate-
saw.
That's how I
what we
hate how
should've
they
saw.
operate sometimes.
I'm surprised they didn't touch Undyne.
Yeah.
That's the one thing they should have touched. Was at least the Undyne. Because Undynes make Atlanteans.
But that's in the
stupid.
Astral Pack.
Yeah, I know.
Then the value drops and people aren't desiring.
No, they're limited too.
No, like I told you about the Samurai Warlords format the other day.
Yeah.
That tournament. Yeah, it's just like, oh, you buy a structured deck of Samurai Warlords and everyone duels against each
So
other.
these
I just saw.
But that's because they have so many. Because
Yeah,
no one
smoke
bought them.
signals, right?
Yeah. Well, smokes. They took them out to the list now. They say that's what the
yeah.
TCG player said. So I don't know for sure, but
No, as in.
I think,
limited.
yeah, I think when they say taken off the list, I think they mean the forbidden list,
Forbidden
not the
list,
list
yeah.
of their
well, it's not
predictions.
forbidden. It's on 1 right now, right?
It was at.
It's on
was
1.
at
2.
one.
1 or 2.
Two.
One or 2, and now it's at 3.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's just gonna make it stupid. 'Cause you have that, you have reinforcement.
Nah. Undyne.
It's all money, man.
That's all it is.
It's all like, hey, we need to get rid of this.
I saw the
We're releasing
yeah.
this.
I saw the map the other day too. For there was a structure deck tournament for the new fire structure deck, and they had a map just for that tournament or whatever.
Really?
Yeah, it looked pretty cool.
Wow.
I saw it yesterday.
And where are mats?
I think those are like really, really exclusive to
Like
only
to like
certain
Really,
people.
really
big,
man.
really big man.
Yeah, I think they just see how Wind Up is doing at tournaments, and they don't want little kids to get discouraged and say like, hey, we can't pay $15 for one card that we need 3 of.
Yeah, if my
Plus everything
crush
else.
goes up, then I'm gonna play Dark World again.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Mine crush is at what 1?
On the other hand, if you're listening to this, we have a couple Fire Fist things in stock.
Finally. We got one of everything now, isn't it?
Some recent.
Pretty much. There's
Some
the
recent-
horse Prince Synchro. Is that what it is?
Yeah, the synchro.
The Dragon Ultra, Bear Ultra, and a Bear Ultimate. Get at me before they're listed on eBay and before they go, because they
Yeah.
will.
Those are for sure gonna go.
So, I'm
If
looking
not,
for
I'll buy
cash.
one.
Yeah, and I'm looking for cash. So, don't bring in like any
Trades.
mass trades. Unless you got like
Sure,
three,
you like
unless you got
five.
3 ulti breakthrough skills, I'll take them all for the bear.
For the bear, 3 for a bear. That seems
That-
pretty.
that
That,
doesn't-
seems
that
pretty
seems
legit.
pretty fair. I mean, it's like $60, but like realize what you're getting.
Yeah,
How much is that breakthrough skill? Isn't it like
20 at LT,
20 ultra?
20 ulti.
like 17, 18 ultra.
probably.
And if you know anything about the mystic or mystical,
Yeah, we're having a big old
Fairy.
discussion about that.
it turns out my card may not be a misprint, or maybe it is. I
So-
pulled this card, Benny, right? It says mystical fairy Alfura or
Whatever
whatever.
the hell it is, the secret for the
Sure.
site for the.
It says mystical. Yeah, it's a secret in Cosmo Blazer. I didn't even know it was a secret in that
Really?
fucking set. And then when I look it up and it doesn't come up, and then on TCG Player it says Mystic Fairy. So and then I look at the picture and then it says Mystic, and I'm like, okay, I got a misprint.
Yeah.
So I showed her everyone. They're like, ooh, crazy. And then we Googled it, and there's pictures, like equal amounts of pictures of mystical and mystic.
Also, maybe.
So which one is the misprint, the mystical or the mystic?
It
So if
depends.
anybody knows about that, we're trying to wiki it too, and nothing.
Well, then again, wiki is like edited by
User
hand.
based, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like Ivan at home,
it's like Ivan at home.
just
It's like
on his free time.
it's like that magic number. Like
The
you
magic number.
get to talk to Doug.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
Speaking of Magic, my black blue deck,
Yes.
I took out some of like the heavier drops,
Uh-huh.
and I made it 60 cards, minimum land and stuff, and played Nels, who's in here now again.
Oh, he's finally back?
Yeah, he's
Wow.
finally back. So I played him. I had 4 mana. I brought out Death Cult Rogue, the one that can't be blocked except
Yeah.
by other rogues.
Yeah.
I ciphered onto him that 3 mill card, so every time I did damage, which
would
is
mill
pretty
3.
much unblockable, he would
Yeah.
mill 3. Then I brought out that other Sith guy or whatever. I know Sith, it's like Star Wars. But yeah, I think that's his name. And I brought him out. If you have 10 or more cards in your... No, for each creature card that's in your thing,
Uh-huh.
I gain +1/+1. And he was running a green deck, so you can imagine how many creatures.
Oh god.
And then,
And then he mills
that,
the top. So
yeah.
3 more hit
Yeah,
the graveyard, so it
It
gets.
just keeps
And then I
itself
had
out.
Jace's Phantasm. If you have 10 or more
Yeah.
cards, he's a
The
6/6.
3/3?
No, he's a 6/6.
He's a 6?
He's already a 2/2 for 4.
Oh, yeah.
And he gets +4/+4.
Yeah. And then I got Cypher onto him, so he would mill 3 too.
Oh god.
And then I got another guy who would
That
block
sounds
and go back to my hand. So I
Oh,
had,
him?
yeah, and then I got my Sith up to like a 16/16.
Oh good god.
And I did all of that with 4 mana.
That's disgusting.
You're right.
Yeah. And he was like at 30 life because he was gaining life
Yeah.
from a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I took
because
him
he's
out.
playing old school elves. That
Yeah,
have,
it was
like
elf.
well-wishers.
Yeah.
You gain 1 life for each elf in play. Every time a creature comes into
Comes
play,
in, you gain 1. No.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you gain 1
no,
life,
I'm thinking of
yeah.
your allies. Yeah, you get 1 life every time a creature comes.
So, are you eligible to play in these tournaments, Nick?
I don't know how that works. I think Pokemon League I may be able to play.
But what about Magic?
Since I don't do, like, I won't be running anything.
Because the league.
I think that's what's taking, us a while is that it's not like us that has to do all the work. It's them,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Magic, yeah, and D&D players out there.
Yeah.
There's
And,
like a huge crowd coming in now.
And begin D&D players. Whoever wants
I
to.
don't think anyone.
we're gonna start-
Whoever's not into it, that's one of those games. Like,
Yeah, I
if you're
haven't,
not into it now, you're probably never gonna.
I haven't played it. We're trying to start a group with a couple of my buddies in Ventura and stuff. They want to play like every Sunday. So we're gonna see how everything turns out on that. But we're gonna do like a zombie apocalypse D&D one.
That one's big now.
I heard that one's pretty fun. So I kind
Zombie
of want to try that. I
You
want
know
to try
what it
that
all
a lot.
comes back to? It all comes back to zombies.
Yeah, but that's kind of like what everybody kind of like. It's just whatever's gonna spike your interest. I think. Like if everybody wants to play original because they want to cast spells and shit, I think that'll be the best to go to like.
So is there a
old
lesbian D&D?
The lesbian.
I'm waiting for that format.
We'll make it right now.
Version 69.
Version 69.
Virgin? Virgin or version?
Then you have the Clitoris Maximum book.
The Kama Sutra
The
Compendium?
Kama Sutra Compendium version 1.0.
The Compendium?
Compendium.
Oh,
Wow.
that's fascinating.
Anyways, sorry about that.